Hey guys, welcome back to Animaybe, where we make an anime, maybe.
Well, succinct.
I'm your host, Eric.
I'm your other host, DJ.
We didn't invite any guests because,
They're all working.
well, I don't know.
And by all of them, and we mean Ray.
You say that like we didn't have other people beating down
That's
the
true.
metaphorical door to be part of this show. So we're going to make a show now. I drew the straw of picking the not as fun cards. And today we will be playing in the... I love both of these.
I got the not as fun cards.
Today we'll be playing with the lovable paintbrushes that are superpowers and steampunk.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So superpowers and steampunk.
Frankly, because I know that you were way less excited about steampunk than I am. Steampunk doesn't have to be a main focus. It's sort of just like a setting.
I mean, it just means there's fucking gears in somewhere. Like,
ooh, that's infuriating. That's not what steampunk is. I mean, there's gears in it, but that's you. But when you say steampunk, people are like it's gears. Like that's not.
I know. I only said it like that because I knew it'd piss you off. Also, of course, this came out of your fucking steampunk hat. Let's see what comes out of my fucking like St. Patrick's Day hat.
Don't kink shame me.
With his fucking Lucky Charms ass hat.
I was talking about the other hat. But yeah.
No. All right. So wait, do I get 3?
I think we're gonna pull 3, and then yeah, just pull.
I got 3.
Here we go.
Let's see.
I sure hope none of these are unreadable.
All right. So we got a Mary Sue character.
All perfect. That goes great with superpowers.
But also gender bending.
Oh, that's perfect. You could put those together immediately.
And guest's choice.
Ooh.
Do I redraw that one?
Do you want to redraw it, or do you want to just pick a random one because you drew it?
I'll redraw one.
Okay, he's gonna redraw. He's gonna redraw one.
Double take.
I hope he wishes he just picked one.
Giant airships exist.
That again, these all seem to work really well together.
That's it. These do kind of mesh.
We've accidentally just drawn Last Exile. Or Final Fantasy VII.
Oh my god. All right, so where to begin? So wait, a Mary Sue is just a female character that is like.
I figured I only had to write Mary Sue if you don't know what I meant, but it doesn't have to be female. There's a male version of the name. I just didn't write it on there.
Isn't it like Gary Steve or something?
It's like Gary Stew or something.
Yeah, Gary Stew. That's what it is.
I don't. That sounds right. I don't recall specifically, but it's just a character that's very like Deus Ex Machina, solves a problem before the problem exists.
Yeah,
it's a Kirito.
Well, it's what was it? People always called what's her name from Star Wars.
Yeah, sure. I mean, episode 8. Yeah, episode 7, not as much.
Yeah.
It's a Rey from Star Wars or a Kirito from Sword Art. A character who is.
Oh yeah, I guess Kirito is a Gary Stew.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't draw the even more powerful version of that.
There's an even more powerful.
Yeah, there's a sub trope. I think they call it a black hole Sue, where the character is just too powerful for the world to exist around them.
Like One Punch Man.
Kinda, but like that's subverted.
That's true. All right, but there's also gender bending.
All right. So now, do we want? We don't.
So is this gonna be like kind of like what is it? Is it a zombie sort of thing with gender bending? Because that's kind of more fun place to a space to play in.
So you want a steampunk magical girl? Because the idea of that's astounding to me.
But there's also what is he dressed like? So it's a man that's dressed as a steampunk magical girl?
Well, we could have a girl that's dressed that has to become a man. We could do a Disney Channel version where it's always the girl trying to become a boy so she can ride a dirt bike.
Okay, so I guess here's our question that we have for ourselves. Do we want to make this kind of like serious, or like not serious so much, but like make an actual show, or do we want to make just fucking stupid jokes?
I think that you sell us short to say we can't do both.
You know what? I think you're right.
I think that we should aim for jokes, but we should still try to make it work as a show.
All right. Do you want to do a woman dressed as man? in a woman getting by in a man's world.
How lewd is it?
Let's see. She's enrolled at the all-male, or the boys' Steampunk Magic Academy.
Is that the
of arts?
Is that the name you want to go with? The UCLA.
Hey, it's a work in progress, okay? But maybe that's why she is dressed up as a man, or is she a magical girl that like her magical girl costume is like a butler?
I just put all this together. This is just Tanya the Evil. 100%. Every single one of these cards. This is Tanya the Evil.
Holy shit! Wow.
Okay, now let's try to specifically not do that.
Okay, so a man that's dressed as a woman.
No. We can still have a girl who dresses like a man, because that's also isekai, which I want to put a hard foot down and say, if we don't get the isekai card, we should try to not be an isekai.
I 100% agree.
Not reborn into a different world. Let's have some
continuity. I would say, yeah, if it's in another world, then that's just the world they know.
Right. Is it an isekai if you're reborn back in the same world?
No.
Okay, so Shaman King is not an isekai? Okay,
No.
That's all I need to know.
It's not an isekai.
This keeps me up at night.
I know you really think you are constantly thinking about Shaman King.
I mean, more often than I'm not. Like, I definitely think about Shaman King more often than the average bear.
I believe that 110%.
But that's because I like it. It's good.
I know you like it. Fucking weirdo.
Okay, well, look, man, I'm not here to gaslight the things you like, but Lord knows I could.
All right. Anyways,
that's enough friendly banter.
All right. So what? So we're doing a man or woman as our main.
So do you mean like the one who's being gender bent into?
Who is being gender bent?
I think in the world of anime, girl gender bent into a man is done less often.
It definitely is.
So do you want to do that?
It is, but it's not very lewd then, Eric. We lose a lot of the lewdness opportunity.
Unless we go for like a bi shoujo type lewdness, where it's like a
B shoujo
or on High School Host Club type lewdness, where it's lewd boys.
I mean, I love that.
Doing rusty science.
Rusty science? What? I just caught that.
Steampunk.
I figured, but God.
Does the phrase "rusty science" make you feel things you didn't think you'd feel today?
It's not my fucking new kink, if that's what you mean.
I didn't say it was new.
It's so funny.
Okay, so she's So I think that the main character should be infiltrating the school because the school is up to no good and nefarious deeds, or someone in the school is.
And maybe she's from a high-profile family.
Right. She's a Mary Sue. She's either got to be a human bioweapon or she's got to be from a well-to-do family, which is why she has to hide her identity.
They can do that, so she's so rich that she can literally do fucking anything in this steam-powered world.
So what they did was they made an adhesive mustache.
So her family, her great-great-great-grandfather invented the steam engine.
Well, I mean...
And they got the fucking patent on that shit.
No, he would have to have done something way fucking cooler. Like, he invented the microprocessed difference engine. I know you don't know what a difference engine is. That's fine.
I know I've heard about it in fucking some steampunk bullshit.
If I was going to really, really, really quickly explain it, it's an analog supercomputer.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know how a typewriter works?
Yeah.
Picture a supercomputer that follows the
like
same
with
type
a bunch of fucking valves and shit for steam.
I mean...
Yeah.
It could be hand cranked. The whole point is that it's not electric, and it's got to be fucking on point style wise. Okay,
because it's fucking steampunk, so it has to be really fucking cool.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to do a TED talk about steampunk every time steampunk comes up. But steampunk isn't so much about the steam as about the part of like
the gears.
The Victorian aesthetic being the high point of art, according to people that subscribe to steampunk being the best, of which I am not. But I like steampunk.
Yeah, Eric's all about that pirate punk.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I don't know. I like certain pirate punk stuff, I guess, but it's way less than you, person who watches One Piece.
I would say I actually hate pirate punk. Isn't it just like I would never dress up as a pirate and go outside. The only pirate thing I like is One Piece, Everything else can fucking walk the plank, if you pardon the expression.
I wonder how much of this we're going to cut out.
I mean, that look in your face is fucking priceless, so I don't even care. All right, so
she's infiltrating the school because
they're making a giant airship.
I think they already make airships. They're
Okay.
making either a new kind of airship, one that can travel without air, possibly on land, or in the sea.
Okay.
A sea airship. Or
It's somehow less effective than what we already had.
Or they're designing a weapon that can destroy any airship.
Yeah, maybe it's like a state-run school. So like, that's like where like the state gets like their best minds, or they recruit their best minds from that school to work on like their government projects, of which there are many nefarious ones.
I mean, it doesn't have to be many, but yeah, there's definitely some.
There's some top secret projects. There's some Manhattan.
There's some secret Manhattan shit going on.
I'd say there's some.
Or Manchester, I guess.
I was gonna say, you literally were a fucking second ahead of me.
It happens a lot.
God, this is what happens when you have two of the fucking same people on a podcast.
We are absolutely not the same person. I was excited for Steampunk. You were terrified.
Terrified and full of ennui are very different.
Okay, well.
Anyways.
Either way, you were wrong. So she has to become a boy.
All right, so should her real name just be Mary something?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And then she changes it to Gary? Are we just going that on the nose?
I don't think we should, and it's not because I don't think that's funny. I think we shouldn't because Tanya the Evil does that with the other magical girl that gets introduced later on. Spoiler for Tanya, I guess. There's a character named Mary.
Oh, okay. Well, who cares? I say
No,
they don't own the copyright on Mary. I shouldn't sit back.
Take that,
Mary.
Bible. So they're trying to resurrect Jesus with the power of Steam.
Ooh.
Not the computer app.
Oh. Wait, what?
What?
Oh, it was Steam, the computer app. I thought you were talking about Jesus, the computer app.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever downloaded iJesus?
No.
No. It's because it's not real. So, is she enrolling in regular classes? Like, we're doing, like, daily life shit while she's trying to simultaneously fucking creep stalk teachers to figure out if they're the guy who's involved in the dark shit?
It's kind of like a little bit of a... Fuck, what's that?
It makes...
The fucking clothes. Triggered clothes. Kill a Kill.
I mean... I don't think that's like Kill a Kill.
Not so much, but
I understand what you mean.
School infiltration aspect.
I guess,
but this is more subversive.
Yeah.
Whereas that's on the nose.
I said that, and I immediately thought of Blood Sea.
Oh, well, see, like I haven't watched that one except for that fucking kill scene that you showed me.
Yeah. So Blood Sea is the type of thing where like half of an episode is slice of life. Then as soon as the sun goes down, there's monsters in the town just eating people graphically, and the main character has to stop them. And it kind of made me think, like, would it be interesting to do half an episode of, like, school shit where they're trying to be subversive, like, spy stuff, and then once the sun goes down, she has to fight the teachers? Out of disguise, so obviously it's not the same person. Couldn't be.
Well, what does she become? A magical girl, then?
Well, so here, this was actually...
We need to get the superpowers in there.
I think that, what if the thing they're trying to build is actually one of those really, really, really stupid bioweapons that just looks like a person? And they do like a fusion dance.
Wait, who does a fusion dance?
Like in the end of the first episode or by the second episode, she gets to the super weapon and steals it, and then she's got the super weapon. But because everyone on the school surface doesn't know what it's about, the weapon infiltrates as another student. So they're always hanging out, and then at nighttime when they have to fight someone, they fusion dance into a super magical girl cyborg. I
kind of like the idea of like them like. Of our main character, like you said, in first episode, they find the stupid bioweapon, which looks like a person, which I agree, dumb as shit, but perfect.
Boy, that's the hardest part of Clockwork Planet.
Was that what? Oh, I don't even want to go there. But after they find the bioweapon, then somehow like maybe instead of like being like, hey, let's be friends and you're gonna help me like take down this school, they just like merge there. Like, she gains the power somehow from there. Like, a little bit of, like, hey, Veldora Tempest, come with me.
And the Congos play? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that trope. It does...
Because then it's just like, okay, well, like, it's not so much like, okay, now we have to like disguise this other character in this show. It's like, no, that like the fucking like probably the headmaster and probably some of like the higher up teachers know about. It's like, all right, this character that was already there is now empowered, but now they have to like tactfully use their powers while maintaining their disguise.
See, now there's counter sabotage where they're trying to get the kid in detention so that they could be there after school so they can get the power back.
We didn't get it the fucking daily life card, bro. We can do whatever we want with this.
I know, but I'm just like, based on the information we got. Are we leaving the school right away? Are we blowing up the school when she gets it? Does them stealing it set the plan into motion and we leave the school?
Well, how tied to the government is the school?
You brought that up.
I know. Well, I'm just saying, like, why else would the school? How else could some academy like afford to do like build a bio weapon? Honestly,
well, I mean, they could just be someone who works for the school is also doing that.
It's their fucking science experiment.
It's their night work.
It's what they're doing for extra credit.
Yeah, the teacher doing for extra credit.
Yeah, they're like finishing up their degree.
They're writing a thesis paper on tyranny.
How to become a dictator.
Yeah. Step 1, become a potato. Step 2, carve yourself into a dick. You've done it. Like,
I say I don't get this joke.
That's fine. I'm sure other people. Who is the villain? We don't need a name, just who is the villain?
I kind of like the head, I know I initially like said it doesn't have to be daily life, but I kind of like it, like keeping it inside the school. So if it's like the headmaster, since this is obviously like it's gonna be British themed, or like because it's a steampunk,
it's got to be British or German, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be there's gonna be a headmaster that's like
that's
got some like those like bridge eyeglasses.
You want that to be the bad guy? He's got fucking bifocals.
Or is it like opera glasses style like spectacles?
There should for sure be a character who has those.
It could be like the snooty like upperclassmen that they maybe share a dorm with.
I mean, maybe like what do they call those?
Or their home ec professor,
the floor leader, the
RA or whatever it's called,
the dorm rep.
Yeah, like whoever's in charge of that floor, yeah.
That person's got the snooty glasses and they look like they were designed by the person who did High School of the Dead. Yeah, we could do that. I'm just giving myself work at this
I was
point.
going to say, you're just giving yourself like, all right, this is how I'm going to draw this character later.
No, again, I mean, at this point, we still haven't fucking released the one yet. So, I mean, I have some thoughts for what the final thumbnails are going to look like, but that's a conversation for off camera.
Anyways.
Actual villain is Headmaster. Okay, now the headmaster, he's gonna look something like George Washington.
Ooh.
20 foot made of radiation. No, absolutely not. See, there's the word.
Dude's like covered in fucking so many goddamn dicks.
What?
I said dude's covered in like so many goddamn dicks.
I'm having some trouble picturing what the villain is gonna be like. Like, is he gonna be a guy in like a shitty rusty mech? Is this guy got superpowers too?
This is like.
Are we gonna ever even try to explain the superpowers? Or are we just gonna be like?
No, I think that like she gets superpowers from a bioweapon. I like that.
Right, but she can't be the only one with superpowers, right?
Why not?
I mean, I guess that's a fair point. It is
She's Mary Sue.
But I think that superpowers genre should imply that there might be other people with superpowers.
Or Sue Maryton.
I think, right? Hear me out.
Okay.
Some of the opponents that she has to fight will have to be people that are using weaponized prototypes of the things she stole.
Okay.
Just so that there's other people with powers to fight.
Yeah, it's like someone has a steam gun.
Guns on steam, oh no.
I say it's just a gun with a fucking gear on the side of it.
It's a paddle wheel. It's a squirt gun.
I was gonna say it's just a fucking water wheel on a pistol.
Yeah. Instead of a trigger, you just spin it. That's pretty good. That could work.
That's so stupid.
I can't wait to have to do this. This was the biggest problem with drawing the steampunk card is how much work it is to draw anything steampunk or cyberpunk for the day we pull that one.
Just buckles everywhere. Buckles on the guns. No. Buckles on the hats. Buckles on the buckles.
Dude, I know how to draw a pilgrim assassin. It's drawing the machines that are a pain.
Holy fuck, John Smith, the assassin.
So they're fighting these other people.
Yeah.
And now I'm visualizing the bioweapon as sort of like a...
Is she fighting other teachers?
I think
Or like maybe like the other researchers are the teachers.
I think that they have to fight other teachers. It can't just be fighting students, but there's got to be students in the crossfire at some point.
Like maybe the student council is in on it.
The discipline committee.
Ooh,
that
the discipline
super
committee.
overplayed thing.
I would say, but it fits though for something like this.
If it looks like a duck.
Exactly.
If it looks like a duck, put some gears on it.
It probably fucks like a duck. I have nothing to add.
We got. So the final boss headmaster.
Yes.
Early enemies disciplinary committee.
Okay.
Mid-fight, nighttime scientists using prototype magical engines.
Okay.
Because I think for the sake of clarity, let's just refer to
Is
the
this?
magical
Oh
engine.
wait, before we forget, is the school on a giant airship?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, maybe that's how they get all the best talent. Like the school literally goes from nation to nation, scouting out like prospective students.
Oh, like just like hanging down fishing hooks with books on them.
Well, no, it lands, it docks in like the capital of of neighboring countries or whatever, and then they have like a academic decathlon to see who can make it.
Oh, and it's a prestigious school because you're going to learn all kinds of sciences.
All sorts of things about STEAM you never knew before.
It's like, did you know you could change the tags yourself?
Like, bro, did you know that you could just make this shit at home? It's just a pot of water and put on the stove, bro.
Bro, Steam, it's this easy. Just add water. Damn. Why isn't that a shirt? just a pipe across the chest. It just says Steam. Just add water.
Okay, so we have our enemies.
So we have our enemies. We got them on an airship.
We gotta go into more detail about our main character. We know nothing about them so far, except for like, all right, they have powers.
All right, let's not make them Aryan in appearance.
Down.
Because that's been done.
Yeah, in Tanya of the Evil.
Just in general, it's been done.
Yeah, specifically in Tanya of the Evil.
So we have, let's call it 3 choices. We
gotta do that chestnut hair, bro.
We could do the anime staple of, they look like a standard Japanese person in color palette.
Oh, okay.
Or you could do they have red hair, they must be an outsider.
That's always the worst. Every time that happens, I roll my eyes.
In context, it makes sense.
Sometimes. I mean, I guess like...
In Japan, 100% of the time.
I guess it could... in canon, it could work since like I gave the idea of like, all right, they go around like recruiting students from that. And like, because she is from this like prestigious family of this, maybe from a neighboring country, that's how she gets in.
Tell you what, why don't you pick...
But she gets a lot of attention because of her hair.
Why don't you pick the country she's from then?
All right, well, are we doing this in real world or are we doing this in fucking
just
like...
pick a country and we can come up with a fake name later.
All right, how about she is...
If you say fucking Dusseldorf, I'm going to choke slam you.
Isn't that a city?
Yes, it's a city. But like, if you're going to be like...
Also, isn't it Dusseldorf?
Nah, it doesn't matter. You can pronounce it either way.
This
is a fantasy. I'm waiting for you to pick a country.
I'm thinking if I want to be an asshole to you or not.
What are you going to say, Turkey?
I was going to say fucking Argentina.
I sort of thought that Europe was assumed here.
Fine, okay.
I mean, like, okay. I guess...
Fucking Poland. Okay. Oh, wait, we're not going Aryan.
No. You could do like you could do your chestnut dreamboat from Poland.
My Polish daddy.
I mean, I thought we were designing the base character, then we were going to design the boy.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be... They're going to become my Polish daddy.
They're just going to ruffle his hair and put him in a suit.
God, I wish it was more complex than that.
I mean,
because you know that she's got like, of course, like our Ojo-sama is gonna have like straight hair, or whatever.
We have
or like the twin tail curls, drilled curls.
We're not doing that design. We already used that one.
Oh yeah, we did.
We're not the way that art works, and I'm gonna use Pokemon, the original show, as an example to explain this. Because of the fact that it's for kids, generally speaking, the viewer has to be able to tell when someone is in disguise if you're supposed to recognize them every week. So like when Team Rocket's in disguise, in universe their disguise is good, but because the viewer is watching this happen, the disguise looks very not good, and you have to ride the line.
Well, what is it? Also, whenever they disguise themselves, don't they like, usually not change their hair at all?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you can't break model. Like,
yeah. I would say that's good. No. Wow, that was the least productive comment I think since the fucking Beetlejuice episode. Anyways,
what are you talking about? Those oranges were a great addition. Or so I heard.
Okay, I agree with you. Fuck. The character, yes, they should be recognizable every week when they're in disguise, because we're probably only gonna see them in their normal clothing in the beginning of the first episode before they enroll. Well, here, why do they enroll in the first place?
I thought they were stealing the thing.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
Their family gets screwed over by like the people that own this or that run the school, by like the government or whatever of this neighboring country. That they lose a lot of prestige or whatever, and like their family gets disgraced or something, and so that's why she's like, this is bullshit. I need to like take them down, and so I'm gonna go infiltrate the school to get evidence that what they said about my family is false. What? And then while she's there, she discovers the bioweapon.
I'm sorry, I just had like this fucking thought.
Okay.
Like as you were talking, it's sort of Lego.
It's okay, you weren't listening to me. It's fine.
No, I listened to everything you said, but it was like Lego bricked real quickly into the thought I was having. I'm like, hey, dude, what if her dad is Franz Ferdinand? And that's the revenge.
Ooh. That's a delicious little like nugget you just threw on there. That little cube of bouillon. I love it.
And then we also get a time period to aim for.
Ooh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
For those of you at home, I just knocked over the hat full of fun cards.
Hundreds of thoughts fell to the earth. It's that premium Snapchat thing all over again. Do we want to talk about the final confrontation of the show or no?
I mean, well, we know, like, we kind of get some family history on a character.
School...
What do they actually look like? We still, like, all right, they have brown hair.
Well,
what else?
I figured if we want to go with the Franz Ferdinand design, the idea I can just look up Franz Ferdinand like that, but bishy.
Also a girl.
Well, I mean, she's passing.
I know, but I'm just saying in the beginning though, she's a girl, or maybe that like comes in like a flashback at the beginning of episode 2. We start in media res.
That's fine with me. Do we want to do the Franz Ferdinand thing?
I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Like actually like, marrying it to a real thing.
I have to do some research to figure out who was responsible for the death of Franz Ferdinand now, but that's fine. Just so that we know the name of the villain. Or we know the name of someone we can link to the villain.
It's the Ottomans.
Should the villains just be a group of guys in a room that just keep speaking in one voice, "We are the Ottomans"? Or just a bunch of tables and chairs? Or the Ottomans? Is that what you want?
That I like.
Is that what you want the villain to be?
Yeah, I want the villain to be a fucking armoire.
Yeah, believe it or not, this airship, it's actually just an IKEA.
The bad guys were Swedish. We're Swedish the whole time. It's just a fucking Swedish meatball. Did we just make fighting food-ons? Whoops.
I think we've got most of the idea down.
I think so too.
I think we just need to have a
cuckish
boy.
What do the powers actually do? We haven't defined that yet.
I'm assuming she can fly and shoot high pressurized steam lasers.
She can shoot steam blasts out of her hands instead of Kamehamehas?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, I think that the magical girl form should sort of be like, do you know what the suit, the lift in Aliens looks like?
The lift?
The yellow robot suit from the end of Aliens?
Yeah.
Kind of like a thing that has like mechanical overarms that are like big old chunky guns.
But then it has like a soul cube in the middle of it.
Right, to protect modesty. And it's probably got some jetpacks or some springs on the feet.
Is this what she uses? Or is this like where she gets the power from?
I think this is what the weapon turns into. The weapon is the power source, but it also...
I know, but like, does she? When she goes there, it's like there's like a robot thing, but then she breaks the soul cube to like basically to destroy it. Then it's like, hey, when it emerges, it's this really cute dude, and he's like, right? Hey, thanks for saving me, brah. And she's like, I'm not a brah.
I thought we didn't want to do that. The weapon was a person. I thought the weapon was going to bond to them.
Well, I thought like the personification of the powers,
like a ghost,
like a ghost,
like what we did with the other episode.
What episode?
The crab one.
The
goo elf girlfriend in the spaceship.
Oh my god!
Today we learned DJ has 3 ideas.
I don't know. I was just saying, bro.
Like, okay, we can either go that the weapon looks like a person sometimes.
Well, no,
Which
I think like literally like the only time you would see it as a person is when it mind melds with her, and then it's like, thanks for saving me, like blah blah blah. You have inherited my power, blah. No, that sucks.
No, please, I wanted to talk like a vampire too.
Blah blah.
Now it is Kill a Kill. You've done it.
Shit.
It could just become a big wristwatch for all I care.
Oh, and then she just fucking like Power
she
Rangers
henshins.
and then touches it and then pew.
Yeah, she gridmans or henshins her way into the form.
And then she Sailor Moons her way into the form.
Then we use Digimon stock footage of a Warp Digivolution.
But instead of a Digivice, it's a watch with a fucking gear on its face.
Some of the Digivices were watches.
I know. All right, well, which one specifically?
Was it 3?
Threes were kind of like watches.
This
they were
is
like,
so divorced from mattering what we're talking about.
I guess, yeah.
We want it to become a physical item after it's a cute boy.
I think that's kind of cute.
It becomes a cute boy that looks like the boy she's disguised as when it talks to her, because that's how it picked that design.
Maybe.
And occasionally she can talk to it.
Maybe. I think that works. We're like kind of actually like getting ideas like that actually like make things like kind of make more sense for this idea for this world.
Again, like I said, we're trying to be funny, but I think we're approaching an idea.
Yeah.
We didn't. So a girl dressed as boy, robot dressed as boy, dressed as watch.
Layers upon layers.
The bad guy dressed as someone from BioShock Infinite. Which is also interesting considering what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, right? We were just talking about that.
And the final battle is going to be on the deck of an airship, just like Sonic Adventure 1. Not that last ending bullshit.
You mean just like the Sonic ending?
Well, the endings are on that airship.
Are they? Well, except for Supersonic.
Yeah, that's why I said none of that last ending bullshit.
Well, excuse me.
All right, so we pretty much got what we needed. Do you want to draw the third hats card?
Sure.
To really just seal in the flavor of what we've done here.
All right.
Give that a good jostle before you pull a Jimmy out.
Oh yeah. Of course, as soon as I jimmy them all I rustle these jimmies, they all just stack into one of another.
Well, just like you're trying to get the salt from a chip off your hand, just get one. And please don't be 10 words. Go ahead.
One word. One word.
I have a question. This has more to do with my impending divorce than
There is no plus.
No. That wasn't my question. Can we hyphenate?
Now your joke makes sense. I was like, where are you going with this? Sure. We can hyphenate.
Okay, so now we basically cheated our way to 2 words, or at least a word and a half.
Does the stupid watch have a name?
No, but hey, do you remember when we were talking about Ferdinand? Do you want to hyphenate something with Ferdinand?
I mean, that's kind of dumb enough to work, I think.
I think if we could come up with a name that would be like
Susie Ferdinand.
I mean, my immediate brain went to the dumbest one of like, what if he named his daughter Fran?
Fran Ferdinand. I love Fran Ferdinand.
I mean, we could name the character Fran.
Oh, but we can't hyphenate a first and last name.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Damn. One word is surprisingly tough.
A lot of those make it hard.
That's why I think what's it like? The stupid watch should have a name, or maybe like the name of the school.
What do you want to call the school?
I don't know, like Hogwarts.
Is this a comedy?
You drew the genre cards. Nope.
Oh, maybe we called bog shorts then.
All right, no bog shorts.
What if we called it? I got nothing. I was hoping to stall time for a second brain to figure it out, but he didn't come through this time.
Your lizard brain.
No, not lizard brain. It's a spider joke. Don't worry about it.
What if Beetlejuice is over this airship?
What if Beetlejuice had its intergalactic position directly above Europe?
Man, if only they could get that precise over the continent of Europe.
If only fiction could make things up.
What's the name of the power of the stupid watch?
Oh, don't.
That's gotta be what it is if it's one word.
I kind of want to combine like magical and mechanica.
So Madoka?
No, like a name that sounds dumber and less dumb. We really should have made a fourth hat that was just like, hey, use this hat when you need help. Hey, you look like you're trying to name an anime. Need some help?
I would sell my fucking orange right now for Clippy to help us.
Why is it always oranges with you?
Because that's what I have.
Have we had one recording that you didn't fucking soil it with oranges?
It was the one episode that we made before the orange one.
Yeah, one. Once. What was that thing I said before? Rusty science?
I kind of like Rusty-Science.
I kind of like Rusty as the name that they used for the boy version of the main character.
Fuck. That's good. I like that too, even though it's really stupid.
It's really stupid, but it kind of goes back to that thing where it's like, hey, the viewer has to understand what's happening. But
Rusty.
everyone in universe can be dumb as a rock when it comes to this situation. Although that's not good writing. Why did I make one that said one word? It's so cruel. You know why it's in
so
there?
hard.
It's in there for like Naruto and Bleach, like shows like that.
That's why I'm saying, what the fuck is the name of our power? That's the name of the show.
It's called love. Robot love.
Robot-love. There we go.
No, that's awful.
Yes, it is.
Steampunk, difference engine. Could we combine Victorian? Fucking like.
God, this is hard. Steam, magic, school, academy, weapon, force, steam force.
I've got it.
What?
What if we call it magic?
Force, storm,
I don't know. My thing.
weapons, Europe, steam, energy, girl.
Can I throw this out there as just a one-word title?
Fuck it. You got it.
So I think we're gonna go with the name Magentia.
Magentia.
Because it is a combination of magical and intelligentsia. And no, I'm not going to try to pronounce it right. So that's... do you have a qualm with that?
No, I think that works perfectly. I mean, I wish we could have come up with a name for the freaking watch that she has.
We could call it that.
That's fine. I'm totally down with that, because then at least the name means something.
I mean, the name means something on its own. It's just...
But it doesn't. It's not applicable to the show unless we actually apply that name to the show.
The whole
now
thing,
it is.
the whole show takes place in a school. Well, intelligentsia. There's magic involved. There's magic, intelligentsia, magentia. We could also paint everything pink. Call it magenta. Oh, we've done it again, guys.
I think we did it. No, honestly, Eric, would you watch this?
Yeah, I think I would, but I'm a fucking loser.
I think I would watch it too. I don't know if it would be like a great one, but I think this might be one that actually I might enjoy.
I think this sounds like it might be a good 12 or a hard tight 6.
I think you're right. Probably not the 13. Maybe you get a 13 for an OVA.
No, I mean, like, it could be 13.
That's the beach episode.
Hey, guy, if this is 24 episodes, it's not going to go well.
No.
We don't have enough here.
No.
So this is something that we should probably do from now on. Hey, guys, if you like this, or if you want to tell us what you would have done with the same cards, I'd like to hear about it in the comments.
That's great. Yeah, I say more feedback, please.
We are not going to ask you to subscribe because, fuck, we don't know how often these are going to come out. But the most important thing you guys can do for us, if you're listening to this and you're in the comment section about to type how magentia isn't a real word, and I hear you, do me a favor, and instead of that, leave a comment that is something we should put in the hats.
Ooh, that's amazing. Yeah.
If we see some good ones, they're going in.
Oh, absolutely. We are not above taking constructive feedback.
And again, if we put yours in there, again, I should also say, if we like yours and put it in, we don't even remember which ones we put in so far, so there might be duplicates. We'll try to put your name on it too, so we can say.
Absolutely, yes.
Have a good time, guys, and remember, anime is not a sin, but bad anime might be.
Sure, that's a sign off. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.